Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for December 21st, 2020. It's off to Disneyland Resort we go for a first look inside Snow White's Enchanted Wish, the newly renamed and reimagined version of Snow White's Scary Adventures at Disneyland Park. Walt Disney Imagineering shared a video and some photos from inside the attraction today. Quote, "As we previously announced, Snow White's Scary Adventures has been undergoing a magical reimagination. On the 83rd anniversary of the premiere of Disney Animation's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Carthay Circle Theater in Los Angeles, we're excited to share that Disneyland Park's only ride-through princess attraction has been reimagined and renamed as Snow White's Enchanted Wish. While Disneyland Park has been closed, Walt Disney Imagineering has been putting the finishing touches on this cherished attraction, which will be ready to welcome guests when we reopen our theme parks at a later date. While you may recognize some familiar elements in the attraction, you'll be surprised to discover enhanced story details and all new scenes. Imagineers have updated this classic Fantasyland attraction with state-of-the-art audio and visual technology, including new music, LED black lighting, laser projections, and a new animation system as the attraction brings to life Snow White's Happily Ever After. You'll delight in new appearances of beloved characters, including a new Snow White figure cheerfully dancing and twirling with the seven dwarves in the cozy cottage opening scene. You may even notice the scent of Doc's handiwork, a baking apple pie, wafting through the air before heading off to work we go. Vibrant new shadow projections bring to life the dwarfs as they march happily off to work in the mine, singing hi-ho. The most dazzling scene is the mine, which sparkles with shimmering lighting effects and glittering jewels all around. If you recall how dark the scene was, it's definitely an upgrade. Finally, we see the Happily Ever After scene where Snow White is brought back to life by the prince, filled with sparkling light effects and butterfly projections. It's all projections. One thing to note is in the sneak peek is the absence of the evil queen. It's still unknown if she will be anywhere in the attraction. Did the magical transformation scene go away? It is apparent in the queue. They show a little bit of the queue. There was this, I don't know what, it was part of the Queen's dungeon or castle or whatever. That is no longer there. That's been spruce stuff, and that's now looks like a place where Snow White maybe hangs out or lives. I don't know, and we don't know if the queen in the window that peers out through the curtains every once in a while will remain either. That, of course, was added in 1983 when they completely rebuilt the attraction for New Fantasyland. Of course, the Snow White attraction does go back to 1955, though. This is cool and terrifying at the same time. I think it's really cool that they did new figures. They look really great. I like the Snow White. I like the Dopey. I like the Doc. Projection-heavy stuff scares me, as does completely removing scenes of a 65-year-old attraction. That scares me greatly. I am worried that this is not going to have any, there's not going to be a villain in it, and I don't know. After 65 years, were enough kids that scared? Were there enough complaints that you really had to fundamentally change the attraction? I'm all for going into the Fantasyland dark rides and doing new projections and new figures and updating things and adding new effects. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know about removing quintessential scenes, if it's gone. I mean, the transformation of the Queen where she turns around and she's the old hag. Also think about the fact that most definitely gone is where she would try to drop the boulder on guests. That's another thing that's, again, goes back to the absolute original 1955 version. That's just not a thing anymore. This is a weird update. I'm not sure who wanted it. I'm not sure who demanded it. They fundamentally changed the ride as part of it. We'll see what happens when Disneyland opens. This is way scarier than Scary Adventures for me, at least as a Disney fan. As announced a few days ago, the electrical water pageant returned to Walt Disney World on Sunday. This comes after the pageant was seen out for some test runs. It, of course, had suspended operations since March, but it returned on December 20th. Of course, it initially debuted on Dedication Day of Walt Disney World, October 25th, 1971, and it is still as charming and magical as ever. This is one of those things that quintessentially Walt Disney World, and it's great that it's back ahead of the 50th anniversary. Please watch the whole thing right here on our YouTube channel. After additional retail and dining locations were announced for Flamingo Crossings near Walt Disney World, Flamingo Crossings Village is now accepting applications for apartments. Initially slated to house college program participants, which won't be happening for a while, the new apartment complex is now open to cast members and operating participants, located less than 15 minutes from each Walt Disney World theme park. Here's how the new complex is described on the website, quote, Flamingo Crossings Village provides cast members and operating participants with spacious 2- and 4-bedroom apartments at a range of rates conducive for various budgets. All apartments feature hardwood-style flooring, stainless steel appliances, a washer and a dryer, flat panel TV, and a free furniture package. Enjoy the expansive community center, including a 12,500 square foot state-of-the-art fitness center, multi-purpose lounges, and indoor recreation with ping pong, billiards, arcade games, and more. Take a step outside to explore the resort-style swimming pools, basketball and sand volleyball courts, and the green lawn courtyard space. Flamingo Crossings Village is how you want to live, it says. In-person tours and immediate move-in are currently available. Apartments are furnished or unfurnished with rent starting at $559 per person. As was announced earlier this year, Magic Bands will no longer be provided complimentary to Disney Resort Hotel guests with arrivals beginning January 1st, 2021. Walt Disney World is now sending out reminders to guests regarding the change. The following message, quote, "Your Walt Disney World vacation is right around the corner, and we can't wait to welcome you here. But before you go, we wanted to send you this helpful reminder. Magic Bands will no longer be provided complimentary to Disney Resort Hotel guests with arrivals beginning January 1st. For Disney Resort Hotel room entry, theme park entry, and charging purchases to your hotel room with a valid credit card, you may use a Key to the World card provided at the front desk, or you may use a Magic Band from a past visit or purchase a Magic Band pre-arrival. For more information about the options, you can visit DisneyWorld.com. In addition, we highly recommend using online check-in and direct-to-room service, which allows you to get to the fun faster with real-time room-ready updates. Sign up for room-ready notifications and use the My Disney Experience app as a digital room key to enter your Disney Resort hotel room. The app is also a great tool to help you plan before and during your visit. I will tell you, I often try to use that app function to open rooms, and most of the time it doesn't work. So I don't know how I feel about this change. We'll see what happens. See how it goes. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover has been closed since early March before the Magic Kingdom closed due to COVID. The attraction has been closed for refurbishment ever since then. Now cast members have been seen testing a People Mover vehicle. There was a cast member visible at the People Mover hub beneath the Astro Orbiter. Another cast member was pushing and pulling a lone ride vehicle along the People Mover track. People Mover vehicles are usually in a train of 5 cars. Hopefully this testing means we'll see the People Mover operating again sooner rather than later. No reopening date has been officially set. Scrim has been wrapped around the Main Street USA train station of the Magic Kingdom for a week now. A few days ago, the lower half of Scrim was replaced with the themed Scrim, and now the upper Scrim is also themed, so it kind of looks like the train station is there. Kind of. I mean, it's not absolutely accurate, but nonetheless, there you go. Of course, the railroad is closed for construction of Tron Light Cycle Run, and they're also refurbishing the train in preparation for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary in October. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. Disney has now embraced a different ending to that classic line from Frozen. Now at Epcot, you can get your own melting snowman cupcake from Sunshine Seasons at the Land. It's a vanilla cake with white chocolate and peppermint mousse topped with a melting snowman. Head on over to our site to read the full review. It's $5.99 at Sunshine Seasons. There's a grand premiere at Disney's Hollywood Studios. There are some new savory delights at the Hollywood Brown Derby we just had to check out. Head on over to our site to read about the new charcuterie board, and the other appetizer we had was scallops and pork belly. You read all about it again at WDWNT.com. I reviewed those. After seeing the Diet Coke Droid cart at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios, we've been keeping our eyes peeled for the Sprite Droid cart. Well, it has appeared. Thanks to some of our readers, we now know the Sprite Droid has arrived. Reader Kurt shared these photos of the Sprite cart charging up when in line for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. It went backstage. Meanwhile, Twitter user JMiss711, Josh, sent us some photos of the cart moving through Batuu. It's unknown if the Diet Coke and Sprite carts were transported over from the still shuttered Disneyland or if they're versions meant for Hollywood Studios, but nonetheless, they're here. You can now get a bird's eye view of Disney's Animal Kingdom with the new Disney Photopass Super Zoom Magic Shot. With icy Himalayan peaks in the background, it's a fun and foreboding photo op. To capture this video as well as the accompanying zoomed in and zoomed out photos, trek on over to the base camp of Expedition Everest and find a Disney Photopass photographer. This Super Zoom Magic Shot is available from 10 a.m. through sunset, weather permitting. A gargoyle has arrived atop Gideons Bakehouse, the new bakery opening soon at Disney Springs. Gideon shared the gargoyle's arrival on Instagram. They also stated that they have no official opening date yet, but they will open. They told us personally they will open as soon as they get the clearance. So any day now. We are anxiously awaiting the opening of Gideon's. We love Gideon's, and hopefully it's tomorrow, maybe. Who knows? I need cookies. We're checking up on the major refurbishment of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort to see what has changed since our last update. Firstly, it looks like the new crossbeam structure on the roof is complete, but don't let that distract you though, because most of the old monorail station has been ripped apart. That's right, the roof is mostly gone. Look at that. That's pretty violent. The monorail station is currently closed for refurbishment, although the resort monorail is still driving through without stopping. Decorative beams have also been removed from above the railing lining, most of the station. Some of the decorative beams still remain on one end. Last time we checked, only one more cross beam needed to be installed. With all the beams now in place, the structure has finally come together on the roof. However, it looks like there is a lot more work to be done on the monorail station itself. A lot of roof missing, and looks like they're just going to rip down more and more. This might be a completely new build. The wood just might be rotted enough where this needs to happen. Of course, the saddest part is what's going on with the old little ponds out by the entrance there. Those are gone. Hopefully they'll return in some fashion, though. The massive overhaul of Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast is nearly complete at Disneyland Paris. We got a look at the changes being made, including enhanced effects and a new exterior. The update was shared as part of the Disneyland Paris Inside Ears virtual Christmas presentation. After a year of refurbishments, one of the most popular attractions is about to reopen its doors in February 2021. Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast is a thrilling adventure in space that takes us back to the epic battle between Buzz Lightyear and the evil Emperor Zurg. This undertaking was the largest interior and exterior refurbishment of the attraction since it opened in 2006. The maintenance, construction, and Imagineering teams at Disneyland Paris worked together on the sets and audio animatronics, as well as on the exterior, where, among other things, neon lights were replaced by LED ribbons on the facade. Special effects, painting, and lighting were also completely redone, and the dark ride will now operate with ultraviolet light known as blacklight. It was necessary to identify the areas to be restored due to the change of blacklight lighting that took place in all the scenes, said stage finishing designer Anne Cecil Huron. It is a question of repainting all the sets and characters so they have the original brightness and a very flashy and rather atypical color result. With interactivity as one of the key features of the attraction, about 40 accessories and animated figures have also been revisited to guarantee this family attraction's vibrancy. We'll see you in 2021, they said at Buzz Lightyear's Laser Blast. One of the defining characteristics of Tokyo Disney Resort's monorail system, aptly called the Disney Resort line, is that guests are required to pay to ride. Fortunately, guests can also buy unlimited use passes for 1 to 4 days, featuring cute designs that change often. Starting January 6th, guests can choose a new pass themed to the newly introduced Type C monorails on the line. The new pass, available starting at 660 yen or $6.38 US for 1 day, features the new monorail's Mickey Mouse themed interior along with the refreshed exterior on the top half and a two-tone yellow wave similar to the pattern seen on the outside of the new trains. Tokyo Disney Resort still hasn't said a peep about the upcoming Toy Story Hotel being built in the Bayside area of the resort, but as far as we know, it's still scheduled to open sometime in 2021 and appears in a very good position to make good on that promise. We took a visit to the hotel this week to check out the latest progress. The hotel's facade is just about complete with just a few missing pieces here and there. The sun and the very Toy Story style clouds, and then the very Toy Story style clouds on the front are now very visible. Land clearing has begun in earnest in front of the parking garage. Judging by the loop, they were guessing this could end up being a bus or taxi loop. It's not clear, though. Painting and other work on the parking garage seems to be winding down as well. And cranes on top of the building are still working on other segments of the roof, with all 11 stories in place already. The upper structures are likely to home HVAC and other equipment. We'll touch on the lower structure addition in a moment, but it seems that the same may be destined for the Bayside Station facing segment of the building. From the side, we can see that most higher-level facade work is also complete. Formerly just concrete walls, the lower 2 stories are getting fresh coats of green paint. Lights of some kind could be seen in the rooms on the east side. It's difficult to tell whether these were permanent light fixtures or just construction lights. Again, this Toy Story Hotel is set to open next year at Tokyo Disney Resort. Tokyo Disney Resort has been on a roll lately, releasing new additions to their Tomika die-cast ride vehicle collection. Recently showed you Big Thunder Mountain and Pooh's Honey Hunt, but now there are 2 more amazing ones coming. The vehicles of Toy Story Mania at Tokyo Disney Sea and Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek at Tokyo Disneyland. They are very detailed. They have all the details of the real vehicles, including the interactive elements. So the guns are there, the cannons are there for Toy Story Mania. These are great. They also all lock together so you can make your own little train, just like the real vehicles. These will be available at Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea, as well as Bon Voyage, and through the Tokyo Disney Resort app starting December 23rd. so be sure to pick yours up. The system is Bespin, the destination Cloud City. A new Spirit jersey at Walt Disney World features the one and only Cloud City from The Empire Strikes Back. We found the new Spirit jersey at the Emporium in the Magic Kingdom. Clouds and blue sky create a nearly tie-dye effect on the Spirit jersey. On the back, the Cloud City text is also printed in a pink to purple gradient. We see the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy as well, the Millennium Falcon arriving. You can get it for $69.99. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss a show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.